apples. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, general ages, welcome to another shaky vlog in my warm and slightly humid backyard, which has an ant infestation, which I need to take care of. Matter of fact, if I stomp here, pretty sure I can get them to come out. Anyways, enough about the ants. Let's actually talk about E3. Well, I'm back home. Gotta do some recording. Sorry about no video yesterday or today. Family came over. So I thought, well, you know, can't record or edit since spending time with family. Anyways, so E3 just happened. And let's talk about it. My thoughts on it. So I was just thinking, well, I missed the AA show, which I heard, seems everyone says kind of was a debacle. So good thing maybe I missed it. Anyways, I don't know what came out of that one. Then I did watch, let's see, the Microsoft one, which seemed to be the best of the lot. Well, because it was simply game announcement, game. It was what it's supposed to be. Here's a bunch of shit we're coming out. Here's a bunch of games coming out. Ain't it cool? And not only that, a lot of the stuff that people are excited about, Fallout, Just Cause 4, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, was announced there first. Then they were continued on the other presentations. So again, it was kind of the big one because everything was announced there and it was actually flowed well, unlike Sony. We'll get to that one. Bethesda, which I can never say right, had an awkward start, and then again there was kind of a sputter here and there, and didn't have too much because again, Fallout 76 was their big announcement. It was announced already, A, in the Microsoft one, and B, it was leaked before because I guess Canada, Walmart. Anyways, what else is there? Then it went on to Square Enix the next day, I think, which pre-taped, not that fun. Kingdom Hearts, ooh. Just Cause 4, ooh, you know. Well, I'll get to the games later. Ubisoft, fun, interesting, and the reveal about Beyond Good and Evil 2, which again, I haven't played. I know somewhat the story, but again, that new game looks amazing, and that trailer was pretty much their thing. I mean, they had the rabbits and Star Fox was the other big surprise, but otherwise, I can't think of too much other than... No, that was... I was about to say the band that played at the start. No, that was Bethesda. Let's see. Square Enix would be PC Gaming. I left on in the background and actually was surprised. I turned up the volume to see what they were playing a little bit. So that was actually pretty interesting. There was a game or two there I wanted to play. The one where you have to repeat the day over and over again to figure out who sinned and how to save. That looked like that might be interesting. Because again, that's the element of Hitman I like so much, where you go through the level multiple times to try to get the perfect way to get the game, the silent assassin or whatever the highest one is. Not even assassin, it's unfortunate accident, I think. Anyways, then we had Sony, which, why Sony? It was bad execution is what it was. The beginning, awkward, everyone standing, banjo playing. If you had the banjo playing, then slowly play into the trailer, that would have been perfect. I appreciate the art. I appreciate what it was they doing. It was just executed like balls. Just kind of awkwardly there, hanging, ugly, and no one likes to look at it. Wait a minute. Anyways, but yeah, it was just kind of awkward is what it was, the way it was done. Because here you have this banjo player that went on forever. Well, it seemed like it. And then all of a sudden you had this great trailer. Great game. It looks amazing. What everyone was waiting for. Then we're going to hold this for a little bit. Do a little not even presentation. We'll just talk for a little bit while we move everyone to an actual stadium room for the actual presentation. Like, I understand what you're doing. You're trying to do the whole it's in the barn banjo player so that way it matches the trailer. But it dragged on. The audience, I don't know if they were happy about it because there wasn't much sitting room. Anyways, so it was just good intention, bad execution. I think it sounds good on paper, but it wasn't. Again, even the flute player or woodwind, whatever you call it. Again, if you faded that into the mediocre samurai game, which everyone seems excited about, but there seemed to be no hook on it. It just seemed to be a beautiful samurai game. So fair enough. Maybe I'm just not the audience on that one. Anyways, again, just interesting execution. And Nintendo was interesting. I missed Nintendo most of it. I watched it back, and essentially it was game, and now what y'all want? Smash. Just essentially an hour of Smash info. So, well, what everyone wanted, excluding the Animal Crossing fans, which were just put over here in the corner like Nintendo did and just ignore them. So, but yeah, then game-wise, since I only have 10 minutes of video to talk about this, Fallout 76. I'm excited for. I like the Fallout 4 and that Skyrim, that whole their atypical RPG. How they're going to execute it is going to be interesting because again, it's Fallout 4 engine. It's 4 times the size. We know all that works. We don't know how it works. Always online, multiplayer, and they mentioned everyone's an NPC or everyone's a real player. But how does that work in single player? And in single player, do you have to be online all the time, like what Hitman was initially? Or will there be an offline version? I think they've mentioned private servers eventually. And again, it's interesting, a bit worrisome, how they execute it is going to be the key. Because again, they mentioned Elder Scrolls 6, which everyone went a little bananas for, but again, it's not in production yet. But you have some confidence that as long as it's a single player RPG, it's going to be okay. Because you know the pattern. You know how good Skyrim was, the ones before it. So you're just waiting to see where it is, what location, and how good that's going to be. You believe the base will be high. What they do with that base, if they build up to a tower, or whether it's just a small house, that's going to be the question. Cyberpunk, everyone's interested. It looks amazing. And again, those guys do decent games. Amazing full games, DLCs free. I mean, those guys are one of the few that actually deliver. If they're the same ones I'm thinking of that did The Witcher. Kingdom Hearts. I loved 1 and 2, but I was much younger when those came out. 2 had a great moment I always remember in it, but I didn't really play any of this stuff in the middle. And also, it's been a long ass time. So, all this reveals in the game seemed to be lost on me, and a bit of the momentum that initially was there seems to be lost. So, I almost need to play the 1.8 Lost Dreams, blah, 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 infinite subtitle games to make it through. And I'm running out of time, by the way. Let's see, Last of Us. I never played the first one, but again, looks beautiful. And Death Standing. What the fuck? End of statement. Because no one knows what the fuck going on. This is what happens when Kojima isn't with Konami. When no one's holding him back, this is what we get. Are you happy, world? Anyways, it might be good, it might be bad, but it's going to be fucking interesting nonetheless. Just Cause 4 is going to be... I'm interested in that because it's a physics game that you could have all this fun with. It's almost it's Amazing Frog on steroids kind of thing. So, and again, it's because that's made by a whole team, and Haas and Gods do amazing work. So that when you have a whole team, that's what it... Anyways, I need to go back to Amazing Frog. I keep forgetting. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. AC Odyssey. I'm mildly interesting. I never played Assassin's Creed game, but that looks okay. I might not buy it. Hitman 2. I always love Hitman games, kind of. It's going to be interesting to see that. But again, just give me a basic game where I can roam around, do whatever I want, find out every nuance, and then execute the perfect hit, and then eventually fuck with the AI because they're so good. Beyond Good and Evil. That was the thing that made Ubisoft's moment. I never played the first one, and the second one looks amazing though. But again, we're talking about vastly different generations of graphics, so that's a bit unfair. So anyways, that'll be interesting. Again, I'm kind of interested more about Fallout 76 because I'm familiar with that system and that whole setup. And also it's on PC, like everything I play. But yeah, that's about it. And I have 15 minutes left. So what do you think about E3? Am I wrong anywhere? Did I miss anything important? Let me know down below. And how pissed were you about Animal Crossing? Anyways, all that aside, let me know down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.